Well, professionals, in this sector are quite distinct because there's a lot of informal training and learning taking place, and I realized that it is, let's say, quite practice-led. People might have, let's say, the theoretical background, but at the end they have to demonstrate in practice their skills, their competencies, and quite often this is not evident because it might be hidden in different other occupational sectors, and it is quite informal in that sense. I also think that professionals in this sector are mainly learning in a more of a hybrid environment. They might be found, let's say, in different labs, in different, let's say, working environments, and that already creates a kind of a new type of learning that requires to be more adaptive and continuous, especially if we think about the needs of the labor market. Well, about the challenge, I guess there are many. Mainly, there's a lot of skill obsolescence because you might have, for example, learned some skills, but you definitely need to update those skills, competencies, and be very adaptive, as I said before, to what the labor market needs. Also, I understand that within the sector, there's a lot of credentialing bias because quite often lots of professionals and employers out there might value, let's say, the formal degrees and formal credentials. So in the case that there's a lot of informal learning taking place, how is that considered? How is that valued and recognized? I think that can be a real challenge within the sector. At the same time, it might not be very easy to assess the specific skill set that somebody has. For example, graphic design, 3D printing. As I said, you might be acquiring this precious set of skills, but then how can the employer really assess them? How can these skill sets be made more visible and acknowledgeable in that sense? And I also think that another challenge might be the fact that because the professionals in the creative and cultural industries are, let's say, found in different occupational sectors and, let's say, in a more cross-border level, there's a lot of, again, invisibility. So I would call that cross-border invisibility of skills and competencies in that sense. I think micro-credentials, because they are very much industry-led, they come from the need of the labor market to update your skill set. I think they are an excellent opportunity to make those specific skill set, the skills and competencies you have acquired more visible. It's a way to value learning, informal learning that is actually taking place. And it is also a way to bridge, let's say, the world of education, the world of the labor market, let's say, to give the chance to the professionals in the area to come closer to what the industry is needing, and in a way to certify let's say, in a validated manner, and all these specific skills that they have acquired, and make it, let's say, more important and significant for their career and employment opportunities. Of course, there are challenges, but there are also a lot of opportunities here. Yeah, I think the CREDEX approach is a very interesting initiative because it gives evidence from the practice, what is happening in real life contexts, and it gives a particular emphasis in this non-linear type of learning, these more informal learning pathways that professionals in creative and cultural industries actually possess. So I think in that sense, CREDEX is a very important project, and I think one of the logos was that it tries to learn from what is already existing and tries to build from that. And I think at the European level, we are in very much need of these kind of initiatives and projects that can potentially show let's say, the roadmap, what is next to happen. But of course, maintenance and sustainability of these types of projects is a key element we need to consider. Level rather than, because if you're, let's say, operating at a European level, then you're in a position to really allow for a transferability of skills across borders, across systems, across sectors, specifically for creative and cultural industry that is so diverse. and so hidden, I would say, all these competencies that professionals have. I think that European approaches can support that, but of course that requires a lot of mechanisms, let's say linking with existing European frameworks, for example, competency frameworks or qualification frameworks, and at the same time the idea of, let's say, respecting the national diversity, but at the same time inspiring from practices in other countries can really be an enabler, let's say, for the next steps in this sector. So, I mean, in all different processes, not only for micro-credentials, but also in more, if we talk about the qualification design and qualification structure at a European level, good practice case examples can always be very beneficial for countries that might be a bit lagging behind. So in that sense, I think the European approach is definitely needed. And just to add that the EU Council's definition on micro-credentials and the Council recommendation on the topic can be a very important basis to drive this situation forward, because it talks about standard elements that are needed, how micro-credentials can be building blocks for somebody's portfolio. So I think we can learn a lot from the European practices. I think success would come when you have like stronger industry involvement. Let's say industry representatives are the key partners in the game. They are the ones that can really be there to co-design together with the providers, let's say, of those micro-credentials together, good and valued micro-credentials. I think also if I look at the future, this shift towards lifelong learning, but also these non-linear pathways, and how do you really promote that this is the new norm? People will not only learn through the formal course. There are all these different optional and other routes they want to follow. So in the future, creating conditions for this type of non-linear learning to take place, I think that this will be very much needed. And last but not least, I think and we also see that in the latest developments at the European level with the Skills Portability Initiative and the design of the new VET strategy, there's a lot of discussion and debates on recognition. Recognition is a key element. Only if you have your skills and competencies and learning outcomes recognized, then you have a very good future, let's say. So I think that ideally we would like to create this seamless cross-border recognition, especially for creative and cultural industries, so that they are allowed to really progress, not only in their own, let's say, area of expertise, but also be very well known in other occupational sectors. So yeah, the future is open in that sense, but let's see. Hopefully we will get there.